Nuclear launch detected.
Hello, it's your boy The Shag, and welcome back to BBT, Born Before Technology. You see the thumbnail, right? I know you do. And you wonder to yourself, how do I get to look like that? Well, I'm here to tell you, get yourself one of these. The Beats Solo Buds Wireless. Man, these are a great pair of wireless headphones. Ever since I bought them, I can't put them down. And they come in this very small form factor. Apple has done some amazing things here. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what's going down here. Not only have they brought this down in size, but they brought it down in price too. Look at this. This can literally fit in the palm of my hand, and you can't see it completely. Isn't that crazy? I can see myself in that boardroom for Apple just comparing, like, take this, compare this, leave this, don't take that out. You know what I'm saying? But what they created, man, let's take a walk with me and let me show you what I think was going down here. Every time I pick up a pair of these headsets, the first thing that comes to mind and how they were made is MTV Unplugged. To some of my BBTs out there, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. MTV Unplugged used to be one of my favorite MTV variety shows. And what MTV Unplugged is about, basically, they strip down all of the other elements of the instrumental to leave you with the raw, uncut version of your favorite artist. They took out the drums, they took out the synthesizers, the orchestral sounds, the choirs, all these different sounds within the beat, and then you just had an acoustic version of the artist singing the song. And for me, it doesn't get better than that. I just loved MTV Unplugged. And I think that's why I love these headsets as well. But let me break it down to you what I mean. The first thing that they did is they stripped out the battery. So usually your headset case would come with the battery so that it can charge your headsets when you're not listening to them and you put them back inside. However, even though they took away the battery, they gave you an insane battery life, up to 18 hours of listening time. Yes, you heard correctly, 18 hours. And it's also got an insane fast charging. 5 minutes of charging can get you up to an hour's worth of listening time. Isn't that crazy? Man, the battery life is one of the main reasons why I love these people. Like, I can't keep track of when was the last time I charged them because they just last so long. It's just always like a blur. So it's like, oh, they're flat now. Whoa. When was the last time I charged them? I don't know. The second thing, we're still on the case. They didn't provide you with an LED blinking light. Sometimes they'll turn green to tell you it's fully charged and it's red if your battery is low, things like that. But they do give you a sound that you can control within the app of how loud you want it to be. So you can hear it when it's charging. See, I'm very sure you heard that. In the box, however, they did not give you a charging cable. That's one of the things they stripped. However, they did give you an insanely strong magnets within these headphones. Like, I can't it makes it very difficult for them to get lost while they're in here, because let me show you what I mean. Look at that. I've opened the case and I'm literally shaking these headsets and they're not coming out. And it's the same as the lid. The lid also has like a magnetic case to it that helps it lock on. Now, these magnets themselves, they are so powerful. Like, to the point where sometimes if I can't remember I put the case, like, I'll just tie them in together and they just lock in. You see, these magnets they're amazing. And One of the last features that they removed was it doesn't have active noise cancelling. However, they did give you a very snug, tight fit with a great seal on the insulation for your ear, and they gave you spatial audio. And I'm going to get to that in a second. So this is what I mean. The instruction that they give you to put them in is that you pop them in and you twist them. So you pop it in and you twist them and they're on your ear just like that. And I don't know whoever designed them had this in mind, but the same strength that you used to get from the magnets of them not falling out of the case, it's the same in your ear. So you can shake them about and they are not coming out. They are. So my glasses are falling off before these headphones come off. It's insane how tight they fit. And they block me out from the world completely. Like I can't hear anything. It feels like my ears are blocked. So now imagine what happens when you start playing that sound. It's amazing. The bass within it, this is a point of contention. A lot of the reviews that I used to watch on Beats products, they would specifically say things like, yes, it has its signature bass sound, but it's oversaturating the rest of the music. Well, I think Apple and Beats listened. And that's what they gave you here. You don't get that heavy bass that actually drowns out all the other music, but you do get like a balanced sound, and the bass, you can feel the rumble within your ears. If I can compare it, it feels like I'm in a car that's got an 8-inch subwoofer in the boot, and it's just blaring. Spatial audio. All right. This can be a bit of a controversial topic because now, yes, it might not have the spatial audio that it can decipher the left from the right and do all those fancy tricks. But however, what it does do, man, what I also love to do completely is listen to podcasts with instrumentals in the background. Maybe like a nice lo-fi, maybe a good jazz, things like that. I would listen to a podcast. So now the podcast is vocal. There isn't really an instrumental or anything in the background. So the vocals would sound like they're hovering around the front of my head here. And then once I put on the lo-fi track, it sounds like it's coming from behind me and around here to my sides. And it's almost like a backing track in the background. Raise the roof. What I would do is I would put the podcast volume on about 80% and put the music volume at about 20%. But what you get is almost like it was created that way. Definitely try it out. Thank me later. That's a little quick tip for all my BBTs out there. In terms of the beats, I believe these payoffs, they all combined like the Power Rangers to form a megazord of a great lightweight value price product. Like this, it's a premium product and such a good value. If just to give you the idea of what it is, these cost 1,700 rand, right? But yes, it might sound expensive. But if you really think about it, when 10 years ago, Beats Solos used to cost 4,500. 10 years ago. For the value that you get, completely amazing product. So I use them, so I'd recommend them. You will not regret it. I love these. So guys, if you're thinking of getting yourself a new pair of headsets, really, and you're not really bothered about active noise cancelling and all of these things, because think about it, all of these different features, they also eat up your battery life. That's why some of my headsets only last for 5 hours. So because now they gave you this raw, uncut version of these headphones, you get benefits like that. I love them and I'm gonna continue to use them. Howdy, peace.